So, more readings. Let's see what we have here. Transformation. From an idiot into a fish. Wait, what? A drunkard? A witch? Okay, so these are the layers. So you're transforming from a buffoon, right? A fucking idiot. Right. So let's say in terms of like, you're not quite clever, not very smart, acting very smart, but it looks like you're quite smart and clever, but you're not using those gifts. So what you're going to do is you're going to lobotomize yourself. So you're going to extract all the negative qualities out of you with what? Oh, with sacrifice. So what you're going to do is you're going to concentrate on all the ones, right, that you had throughout the years. And what you're going to do is everything that you've band-aided up, you're going to remove the band-aid from them. And you're going to use those wounds as a source of transformation, right? So you're going to pinpoint to the trauma that the wound, right, the band-aided wound points to, and you're going to extract it. Like, that's what I mean by lobotomy. Until you're stripped of everything. You're like just a skeleton, right? And then you're going to baptize yourself into a whole new belief system, right? So you're going to restructure yourself, right? You're going to open all your wounds. You're going to address all your wounds, and then you're going to dive deep into the unknown waters and remove your structured beliefs. That will trigger drinking. It's okay. It's not one of those drinking that is going to go into a long-term thing. So you're just going to have maybe, it looks like a bottle, not quite a barrel, but a bottle of wine a day when you're alone, right? It's a bit much, but it's okay. As long as you don't make it your life. That's going to open up a whole different side of you. You're going to tap into your witch side, which is your gifts. You're going to see this fun part where you are capable of certain things that you were mocking before. Now you see that you are that. You are that. You're going to completely obliterate what you are. You're going to take yourself, scrub it out, turn it into ashes, and cut yourself up into tiny pieces. So what you're going to do is you're going to defragment yourself, right? Like, let's say, if you were a mirror, you would just like shatter the mirror, and then you would take the broken pieces of the mirror and then put them together in a whole new way. That's what you're going to do with yourself. And that would help you get out of your shell, right? So there's something that you've been hiding from others, and you're not going to be doing it. That was not English. You're not going to do that anymore after this defragmentation, right? And rebuilding yourself. You're not going to do it anymore. You're going to come out as a fool, which means you're not going to give a shit what anyone thinks about you. And I'm so happy for you for doing that, because that takes strength. That takes strength. Just keep going. In terms of relationships, what you're going to do is you're basically going to put your foot down or hit yourself over the head and say, I do not submit to anything that does not nurture my inner child and doesn't deliver my inner child into happiness and joy. So you would demand a light onto your child. So you will demand respect for your little kid inside of you. This is wonderful. Not a lot of people do this. You have to understand it. This takes a lot of strength. And aside from strength, a lot of clarity and understanding to actually be able to see your inner child. A lot of people go through life never being able to find their inner child, and never mind tend to their needs. What you're going to do is you're going to take the destructive part of you, the negative aspect of you, which is, you see, most of the times, combativeness is not negative, but in this case it is, because what's happening here is that your negative aspect is acting as a brainless, fleshless, like a skeleton that's drumming away, marching into the front lines, leading you somewhere. So your negativity, that actually strength is attached to it. What you're going to do is you're going to cut it completely. You're going to uproot it completely. So whatever negative that you're feeling, you're going to get rid of it. So let's say your negativity is your twin, right? What you're going to be to that twin, to those twins, right, is a butcher. But the twins that I'm talking about joined in a hip. You are joined in a hip with your negativity, and you have to be a butcher, your own butcher. And you're going to do just that. You're going to have help from your ancestors. And the ancestor that's connected to you, that's going to help you with this process, is a woman who was connected to nature. So she was someone who always talked about the cycle of life, or of death and rebirth, or death and being born. I don't know what structure you're in or what religious concept you are born into, but it could be rebirth, or it could be like always talking about someone passing and someone being born, right? Or if you're a Hindu, you will be speaking about reincarnation, whatever it is, right? Now, this person was always able to overcome themselves, and strangely so, with religious structure. So you might not have been aware that this woman was singing to the tune of Christian religion, but she was. Well, actually, it's not telling me Christian religion. Forgive me, it's not Christian religion, it's any religion. Some kind of religious structure. This woman was part of some religious structure, and she held it close to her heart. And it was some kind of something that she went to in solitude, and she found peace, serenity in it. Funny thing is, this woman also had this gift of manipulation, but to a whole new, different level, which is esoteric knowledge to manipulate. Which is, she could use mind over matter. She was able to, she would, let's say, she would cook, right? She would be in the kitchen cooking some dish for the family, but at the same time, unaware of it, she would be performing some kind of spell. And what she did was, what her main aim in that aspect was to get rid of the man and within the family, right? Within the structure of the family. It could be relating you, relating your mother, relating your grandmother, or someone else who were there just for lust. So she would punish them. She would punish them by feeding. She would feed them. So this is crazy. So this would be like magic that was not intended, but actually at the same time worked because it was done through feeding. So she would feed them. So this is a woman who would cook for the family. Let's see what else is there. Presently, you're trying to navigate some relationship that you're in, right? So you either just got married or just moved in with a person, and you're trying to maneuver this space, and it's quite, you find it quite difficult, but somehow you come out of it with your creativity. What you're doing is you're actually, the way you're going to do it is you're going to concentrate mainly not on fixing the relationship in itself, but on doing what you love. So what you're going to do is you're going to focus on your skills, your art, right? Whatever you do, your job, right? It's your job. You're going to focus on details, your job, and you're going to get creative at your job, and you're going to focus on making money at your job. And that's how you're going to avoid making a mistake of having a broken heart. You're going to raise above it. Why would you have a broken heart? Why would you have a broken heart? That is my question. Answer my question. Because, okay, so it could be that this man does not want to, or this person doesn't want to have a child, and that's a burden for you because you wanted to have a child, right? Or maybe this person wants to have a child, and that's a burden for you, and you don't want to have a child. Whatever, it would be the point of the conflict in the relationship, right? And then you will have to learn how to not give in to your fears, because that will deprive you, that will make you perform poorly at your job. So financially, you will perform poorly. So your energy would be directed to this conflict of should I or should I not have a baby, and then how you would know is like basically it looks like you will get the email or a letter or whatever it is, some kind of notification from where you get finances from, so where you get your paycheck, it could be your job, where they said that you're not performing well. It looks like you're neglecting certain things and you're making mistakes, and you personally feel like you're being burdened because you have to fight this man's needs, right? And this man is quite impulsive. Look, I'm not saying this is a bad man. A lot of people are impulsive, right? And we have to cut that slack. You have to understand. No one's perfect. Everybody has their own issues. We all have to, at some point in our life, bend over backwards to make someone comfortable, to make something work, right? So I'm not saying you're doing a bad thing, but what I'm saying is like it's interfering with your financial stability. So it might get in the way. You're a great hostess. You're a great hostess. You're like a center of the party, right? You're the center of attention. Like you're a giver. You're interesting. You entertain people. The world is giving you. The world is teaching you how to navigate through conflict with clarity and diplomacy, and get out of interesting, difficult situations. Successful, like a businessman. You're a businesswoman. You're wonderful. You are amazing at figuring out how to fight the fights that, for some people, are difficult to understand how to come out of successful. So you can win a battle that is unwinnable. You are able to succeed where everyone else fails because you're able to see the touch of a human's soul and mind. So your perception is able to see through farther into someone's psyche and figure out what exactly is it that they want. Why are they saying what they're saying? Why are they doing what they're doing? You have this gift. And this is what got you out of the poverty, out of the standstill. You didn't always have money, but you do now. And right now, you need to take a break from the argument with your partner. You're having an argument with your partner. You need to stop that. Pay attention to the details. And the details are What is it that driving you into being a recluse, like where you want to retreat and not pay attention to your spouse or partner when you're angry? What is it?